You've probably had a few dreams or aspirations of what you thought life would look like by now, and reality is not exactly agreeing with you. This can be an enormous source of tension. It's very much the human condition, right? I thought by now my finances would be in order. I'd be traveling all over the place, or be this artist, or be this place in my career. And actually, it's a bit of a grind. I'm dealing with the bills and arthritis, or like all the stuff that, just human life entails. And so that can, again, create sadness, stress, and also filter your current life because you're comparing it against what you thought it would be or should be. And there can be a little bit of a grieving process here. I know you might want to hear, okay, here's a technique to make life look exactly the way you want it to, which is really more forms of resistance dressed up as spirituality. But we're going to look to go within, because going within, there actually is the potential and capacity to feel peace, contentment, and what you're really looking for from those life circumstances. So let's go to the side of the hand, repeating after me. Say, even though my life does not look like I thought it would by now, and there's some real pain here, I choose to have some compassion for myself as best I can. Even though my life looks kind of different than what I thought it could or should be. And that's painful. And I don't want to accept that. I want to work on changing that. And I choose to honor and accept myself and my feelings about this. Even though I may be carrying sadness and pain, that what I thought life would look like is not what my actual life looks like right now. And all the tension and suffering this is creating. And my overwhelming desire to fix and change it right now. I choose to welcome all of that as best I can, so that I can process through this and see what might be possible on the other side. Okay, let's go through the points now. Say, this does not look like what I expected my life to be. These are not the circumstances I thought I was going to be in. Maybe financially, it's not at all what I hoped. Maybe the way it feels to be in this body. Maybe there have been diagnoses or injuries, or just other stuff going on in how I feel. Saying, wait, I shouldn't be feeling like this. This wasn't the plan. Maybe I thought I'd have a family by now, or be in a totally different relationship situation. I expected to be way further in my career, or in a totally different career altogether. And it can be tough to find work right now. Maybe I'm just dealing with that. But it's a lot, and it's painful. And as best I can, I'm going to allow myself to actually feel some of this tension and discomfort. It's the last place I want to go. I don't want to feel and process this stuff. Part of me might even interpret this. It's like, oh, you're saying I should accept defeat? Don't I need to visualize twice as hard? Focus only on what I want? There's nothing wrong with focusing on what you want. But if you're doing that under a foundation of actual sadness and pain and disappointment that's driving a desire to change, I need to change my current circumstances because they're unacceptable to me. And I need to do what I can to get rid of what's here. That's very much fighting with myself and with reality. It's hard sometimes to look and say, yeah, this is the circumstance right now. And all the ways I believe that defines me. All the images and ideas I hold. Say, well, I expected life to be like this. I thought reality should unfold in this way. And it didn't. Just noticing the tension in that. Noticing that reality tends to win. That my expecting it should be different right now doesn't really support me all that much. Reality doesn't seem to say, oh, sorry, I guess you want it to be different. Let me just change everything to suit your needs. I might have been told it kind of works like that. And it's frustrating that I can't just make reality the way I want it. People are telling me I can. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I need to try harder. Again, allowing myself to actually feel the feelings here. I wonder if it's even remotely true. That if I were to just experience this moment without all of these ideas in mind of what life or the moment should look like, that there could be some pretty amazing things in it. That even being alive at all is pretty mysterious and fascinating. I might have no access to that yet. Part of me may be totally fixated. Say, nope, I need to make life match my goals and dreams. And I have compassion and understanding for all that energy within me. And that's not to say that I don't have enormous creative power and potential. But I wonder, if I do have that, what's more likely to help me access it? Feeling bad about where I am? Trying to force things through techniques? Or actually being present in the moment? Relaxing judgment as much as I can. Learning to feel the flow of reality. And work with it. Not decide what it should look like. Or how it should work. And allowing myself to feel the grief. And the confusion that I may be feeling about the whole subject. and even trying to do all of this right. I'm just allowing myself to feel exactly what's here. And trying not to take any position. Saying this means I can or cannot be a creative being or make incredible changes in my life. But I'd like to be inspired to do things that feel in alignment and not out of trying to create what I believe it's supposed to look like, which may not have always come from the healthiest sources, or may have come from wounds and pain in my past. Saying, I'll be happy when, or I'll show everyone, or my life will look like this, and then I'll be enough. Just open to noticing whatever might be there for me. And it may open up some other doors. And that's okay. I'm honoring myself for doing this. It is not easy to actually acknowledge the emotions underneath and the beliefs and ideas underneath. The tension of life doesn't look the way I wanted it to. This doesn't feel or look like how I expected it. It's not my fault. We are taught an enormous amount about what to expect, what things should look like. And so the message here is not, well, it's never going to get better, so just accept it. It's, let me accept what I'm actually feeling, even if it's unpleasant. Let me begin to experiment with not suppressing my feelings, fighting with reality, immediately judging the moment in front of me, and expanding into something more. Okay, let's take a breath. Yeah, how is this feeling for you? Again, there could be more on the grief side coming up. There could be more in the potential coming up. A lot of different places that can go. I'd love to hear your thoughts, comments, anything else you'd like to explore. If you feel like there's material here you'd like to work through in a more personal way, whether that's in groups or one-on-one, there's links in the description, as well as some other resources there. Hope this is helpful for you. Love to hear your comments, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks so much.